The EduTech guys present a conversation from our live coverage of FETC in Orlando, Florida on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. Enjoy the program.
Hey, my name is David Lockett. I am a STEM teacher at Bach Academy in Lake Wales, so I'm right outside of Orlando. Very close for me to attend. Very excited to attend FETC this year.
Awesome. So are you presenting here?
Yes, I'm doing an Arduino session and a coding drone session with Tinker.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
That's very cool. Is this your first time at FETC?
This is my second time attending, so
awesome.
Yeah, I was enamored last year, and I said, let's attend this again this year.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And
and I think it's great that you're presenting on Arduinos. I mean, the classroom use for like the stuff you just said, Arduinos and coding and drones. And so what are some of the things that your students are doing using those pieces and parts and all the things that they're learning from your class?
They're learning the basics, from the ground up, and they're learning how to attach sensors. They're learning how to attach motion detectors, photoresistors. We want them to have that hands-on technology and that hands-on basis for what Arduino is and what it can be and how it's used in our society.
Cool.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. So what's your one today? Are you presenting today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Awesome. That's really cool. I see you're a STEM teacher, and this year they're having the STEM Awards.
Yes.
Here, were you guys involved in any of that?
I think we did submit an application for it. Yes,
cool.
I know it was a very competitive process.
I heard it was very, very competitive process.
Yes.
But it's really interesting. I want to jump back to the Arduino thing. We were just talking about this with my tech guys back at the place. There are so many applications for students happening right now. I mean, Google just released a new IT track. I think it's 15 months. They compare it to a bachelor's degree in coding. But what's great about Arduino is just like right out of the bat, signage for schools. That's been a big one. And what a great piece of equipment to code and build signage for schools. But that's what other projects besides that are you guys working on?
I know we're working on some telemetry projects. We're launching rockets later on this year, so we want to definitely test the telemetry.
Yeah.
Since we get a lot of sun here in Central Florida, we're doing some solar experiments as well.
Cool. Yeah. That's really cool. So along with the drones, do you guys use that in conjunction with GPS and things like that?
Yes. We look at the altitude. We try to measure everything we can when we fly our drones.
Cool. Current projects going on with your students right now?
We've got so many different projects.
When you walk in the morning, what are they all hyped about right now?
They love 3D printing. They love designing with Tinkercad. They love going on Thingiverse and basing their ideas on established designs and kind of putting their own spin on it.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Well, I think that's key. A lot of, and I'm not trying to knock folks. 3D printing is still relatively new, but in a lot of classrooms, when they talk about 3D printing, they go to like Thingiverse and they go to these other sites and they just download the blueprint and they print them out. And I'm like, okay, well that's no different than going and finding a PDF and printing it out. You're not putting your own spin, as you said. I love that's the part you added, was that your students, you're having your students tweak whatever they find to make it their own. They're actually changing it so that they get that behind the scenes concept. They understand, I'm not just downloading something and printing it. I'm putting my mark on it. And they have to understand what's involved and how that works and what does that translate when they actually start doing the 3D printing.
Well, yeah, you have a lot of companies now. Future Engineers had a challenge. Students had to develop a tool that could be used in space simply from designing on Tinkercad. So Fusion 360. So it's all about that design.
Yeah, that is so cool.
So do you have a lot of people from industry come in and talk to the kids and talk about the entrepreneurial aspects of this?
Oh yes, that's a big part of what we're doing. We want the students to not only see the process involved, but we want to see the companies that are involved as well, so they can get a good entity of what's happening. They can get they've got diversity, and they're seeing how all of these pieces are coming together to form their learning and their curriculum.
That's really cool. Do you guys place any students in kind of any programs out in the workforce?
Oh yeah, we partner with our local industry all the time. We had a Disney 3D projection mapper come in the classroom yesterday.
That is cool.
I bet that was cool.
Yes, we really try to extend our learning in all the ways we can.
That's really cool. There are so many opportunities there. Go ahead.
And I was just going to say, I don't remember if this was specifically covered or not, but so what are the grade levels, age levels of the students that you work with?
Primarily 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Yeah. Oh, that is
great.
So
it's a good age to introduce and push on the high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the coding aspects, what all coding do you guys cover? Are you covering everything, or you kind of start them off slow?
We start them off slow, but we introduce them to Java, C++, Python. We want them to be exposed to the full range of coding ability.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That is so cool.
So workshop tomorrow.
Yes.
What's the first one?
I've got one with Tinker, coding and drones. So
Okay.
we're going to introduce some coding to elementary and middle school
Cool.
teachers.
Are you guys going to fly a drone in there?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So the participants will actually get to
Yes.
do it?
Yes.
That's cool.
Oh,
Fly
that
some
is so
parrots,
cool.
That's cool. What kind of drone do you guys use?
We use parrots. We really enjoy
yeah.
the parrot drones.
Yeah,
So,
those are really cool. So, and then your second session is
how to Arduino. So we're going to
Okay.
show you the basics and, go all the way to the advanced levels.
all hands-on.
Yes.
I was just going to say, and that's the key. The participants are actually going to be able to do what you're talking about
Yes.
there in the session.
Right.
Ah, that is so
very
so
exciting.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
that's
really
awesome.
exciting.
Man, it'll be interesting to see how the adult learners compare to the student learners you have.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's a fun part.
That is a fun part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we always say, it's harder to run a session with teachers than it is kids. So
Yes.
They're needier.
yeah, there you go. Oh, that's gonna be so cool.
So anything else you want to share with our listeners?
No, excited. Thanks, guys, for having me today. Really
Awesome.
looking forward to FETC this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if the table's open and when you finish your sessions, you want to come back and share something, sometimes we have an epiphany and we're like, oh, I want to go back and share this.
Yeah.
Please come back and see us.
Definitely. Thank you.
That's
Have a
awesome.
great time.
You've been listening to a recorded conversation from EduTech Guy's live coverage of FETC 2018. For more information about EduTech Guys, visit edutechguys.com. And thanks for listening.